Josh's Boxes. My name is Josh, and today I wanted to get around to playing the third session of my solo D&D game. We've been following the adventures of my character, Erolith Dawnwind, who is a wood elf fighter. This is session 3. I will... I don't have it posted currently, but when this goes live and is posted after the fact, I'll make sure that in the description below I'll have a link to the first 2 sessions. One of them is a full hour live session, and the other one is a recap because the live video got messed up. I hope we don't have any technical difficulties this time, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm just gonna dive right into it. Last we left off, Baran and Erolith had escaped the giant wolf spider lair by the skin of their teeth and some finagling of the rules on my part, because I didn't want the character to die on session 2. And so I just had him sacrifice his equipment basically, and they were exploring the woods, and long story short, Baran was looking for his friend named Del, and they ran into her. She was up in a tree, and there were a bunch of zombies at the base of the tree, keeping her from getting down. And so Erolith pulled his bow back and fired, struck one of the zombies, and that's when the stream ended. So that's where we're picking up. We're gonna go right into combat basically. That was a surprise round. So there's 4 zombies. One of them's already been hit with an arrow. There's also Baran and Erolith. Baran is a dwarf, a male dwarf, and Del, who's up in the tree, is a female halfling. And we're just going to get right into it. First, I do want to showcase, check out, this is the dice set I'm going to be using. My brother got it for me for Christmas. It's the like monk dice set that Wizards of the Coast puts out. Super cool. Comes with a lot of dice. And I also want to showcase my sister-in-law bought me this like tankard mug type thing, so I'm gonna be drinking my water out of that this session because it's thematic and that's super cool. So shout out to my brother and my sister-in-law for getting me this cool stuff I'm using to play in the game. So I'm just going to have them roll for initiative. So this first roll will be for Erolith, and then the second roll will be for probably Erolith and Baran, and then the second roll will be for zombies. So first we've got a 12, plus Erolith has +2, so that's 14. And the zombies got the nat 20. Yeah, that's the nat 20. So zombies are going first. I will pull up the stat block for zombies. Luckily it's in the very back. So I won't be too hard. I've already got it pulled up actually right there. And I'll keep that just off camera. But I do have a note card right here with the 4 zombies and their health. Okay, so zombies are going first. They have only pretty crappy movement. Yeah, 20. I picture that this is about 50 feet. From where Erolith and Baran are, kind of tucked in the bushes to where the zombies are at the base of this tree. So the one who got struck is going to turn and kind of let his jaw slacken, and then start to kind of shamble over. Oh, I didn't mention this before, but I'm using Mythic Jam Emulator to run this solo. So I've got that pulled up just right off camera over here on my laptop. And I also have the play loop on a note card, which I made in a video that's quickly becoming my most popular video on the channel, which is crazy because it's not that good, but I guess that's what people want. Anyways, so I'm going to roll the d4 to see how many of the zombies come over to engage Baran and Erolith, and how many of them stay at the base of the tree. 4. All 4 of them, oh boy, are heading over. So they'll start shambling over. It's about 50 feet distance, so they will take their full turn to move, that are not attacking. I don't know exactly what the rule is if monsters can dash, but I'm going to rule that they can. And so they move 40 feet, so they're about 10 feet away now. Ooh. So I've got 4 zombies about 10 feet away from Erolith. This could get hairy. This could get hairy fast. He's really good at that, at getting into crappy situations. So that's the zombies' turn. That's all they'll do. And yeah, Erolith is going to try and fire his bow once again at one of the zombies. He's going to back up, probably kind of skirt around, so that he's got 30 feet of movement. They're about 10 feet away. So he's going to kind of like skirt around the edge as they're coming up. He's going to skirt around the edge to get about 30 feet. It's hard to picture this without a grid, but I'm going to say he puts himself 25 feet away. And then he's going to fire his bow at the same one that he hit before. He's trying to take it out. That's a 7. So, misses. Do I want to use any abilities here? I think not. I don't have any abilities to use. I don't have an action search because he's just level 1. So that'll be the end of his turn. Does Baran have any... Okay, Baran also has a longbow. I don't remember how I ruled all of this with getting their weapons. He probably would not have his longbow because he escaped out of the place by the skin of his teeth. So Baran is going to pull out, I think it was the axe, the hand axe that Erolith gave him, and he's going to like toss it, chuck it at one of the that same zombie. Dang it. So that's 4. So that's also a miss. So he chucks and it just thunks into the dirt. And he's also going to move. He's a dwarf, so he doesn't have... well, he's a scout, though, so he's got 30 feet still of speed. So he's going to go up that same position where Erolith is. The zombies are going to continue following after them. And I said they're about 25 feet away, so they will basically move up to 20 feet, and then that's their full movement, and then be able to, they're within 5 feet, so they'll try to attack here. So 2 of them are going to attack Erolith, and 2 of them will attack Brand. So here we go. These are the 2 attacking Erolith. He's got an AC 13. Okay, so that one's it's +3, so that's a miss, and this is a hit. So we got 1 hit on Erolith, which it's 1d6 + 1 damage. Dang it! So that's 7 damage on Erolith. Oof. So he's at 3 HP. Okay. And then the other 2 are going to swing at Baran. 3, Baran has a 13. Okay, so this one just barely hits with a 13. So that's going to be 4 damage against Baran. He's got 12 HP now. All right. Now it's the hero's turn. So Erolith is going to drop his longbow and then pull out Stormscar, his greatsword, and try and hack at that first zombie again with Stormscar. 9 + 4, that's 13. Yeah, armor class is 8. So, oh, with armor class, I should have paid attention to that. Armor class is 8 of these zombies. So one of those hits might have actually hit. Oh well. So he hits the zombies, so that's 2d6 plus 2 slashing damage against this zombie. Awesome. So that's 4 damage. And then Brand chucked his only weapon. I didn't write where they were coming in, so he's got a short sword on his side. He's gonna try and pull out the short sword and attack that same zombie. They're both gonna try and whittle it down. Okay, that's a 15 plus 4, so that's 19. That's a definite hit. So 26 plus 2 is piercing damage. 4 plus 2 is 6, so that's 5 piercing damage. Very nice. So they're ganging up on this zombie. All right, same thing. 2 zombies against Erolith. Oh, sorry. Erolith was also going to use his bonus action to do a second wind and to try and regain 1d10 plus 1 HP. Oh, perfect. So he regains 11 HP. So that puts him at max, which is 12. Which is great because he's about to get clobbered upside the head again by these 2 zombies that both hit. So that's 2d6 damage plus 2 against him. So that's 7 plus 2, so that's 9 damage. Dang. All that he just came back, he loses again. So he's back at 3. And then these other 2 zombies attacking Brand. Okay, so that's a 7 misses, but the 19 hits. So that's going to be, dang, 6 damage against Brand. So he's at 6 HP. Woof, this is looking pretty dire. I'm going to say that at this point, Dell has been able to climb down. I'm gonna see if she's been able to climb down. Okay. So I'm going to roll an ability for Dell to climb down the tree. 10 is fine. It's not particularly difficult. And then she's going to try and sneak up to one of these zombies and try and stab them in the back while they're not paying attention, because she wants to help out in the fight as well. 10, that's a hit. So I'm going to say in the back she'll target this guy, the 4th one. Dell has a short sword, so that's 1d6 plus 2 damage. 3 plus 2, so that's 5 damage against that first zombie, or that 4th zombie, and it'll turn around and try and swing at her now. At Erolith, he's going to try and finish off this same zombie that he was dealing with before. 18, very nice. So that's 2d6 plus 2 damage, or his sword 9 damage. That's more like it. So that's 0, but if a zombie is reduced to 0 hit points, it must make a Constitution save of 5 plus the damage taken, unless the damage is radiant or from a critical hit. On a success, it drops to 1 HP instead. So 5 plus 9 is 14. So it has to make a DC 14 check in order to go back up to 1 HP. It's got Con plus 3. Dang. Oh, and it just misses. Just misses. Hits a 13, needed a 14, so that zombie is out of the fight. So, that's wonderful. We got 3 zombies remaining. Baran is going to take a hit. Going to swipe at this second one that he's been dealing with. Let's see. That's a 4 plus... What does he have? Plus 4. So that actually just hits because zombies only have an AC of 8. So that's 4. So it just hits. So that's d6 plus 2. 5 damage to that second zombie. I'm going to do this one right there. 5 damage. So that one's also at 17. Very nice. And Dell already took her turn. So now it's the zombie's turn. It's going to be basically 1 hit per each. So this is going to be the other one that was fighting Erolith. Dang, 18. So that's a definite hit. Ooh, 3 plus 1. Erolith drops to 0. He's done that every single combat. Man, so then the one that's engaged with Baran is gonna hit him. That's 8. That's 12 to hit Baran, but it misses against his AC of 13, so it swipes, but Baran drops out of the way. Then the one fighting Del has AC 12. Yeah, so those both miss. Dang. It's Erolith's turn, so he's going to make a death save. That's a nat 20, so that counts as 2 successes. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see, folks. Man, he's always getting his butt whooped. Right, then Bran's going to hit the one that he was striking earlier. 6 plus 4 is 10, so that hits for 1d6 plus 2 damage. Oh, Bran gets 2 attacks. I'm so dumb. I need to read these freaking stat blocks. He gets 2 attacks because he's using the scout. So that one is 4 plus 2, so that's 6 damage against that one. And then this is his second attack. 15, so that definitely hits. So that's... Okay, another 6 damage. So that zombie's down to 5. Man, that would have been really helpful. Then Del is going to make... She has 2 melee attacks as well. Man, both of those definitely hit the zombie. So we got each one of these is plus 2. So that's 7 and 6. So that's 13 damage. Nice. All right. So the one that was attacking Erolith. Erolith is down. I'm going to just roll a yes or no to see if it... I'm going to use the mythic to see if it attacks Erolith while he's down to try and munch on him because it's a zombie, or if it turns to Baran. I'm going to call it 50-50. We're at chaos factor 5. So here we go. That's a yes. So it will try and hit Erolith, which I believe it has advantage on because he is down. Okay, so it does hit. So that will mark a failure. 1 failure, I believe, if you're down. And if not, too bad. I don't know if it's 1 or 2 if you get hit while you're if you're down, but I'm just gonna say it's 1. All right, then the other one is going to attack Baran. That's a miss, and then the one fighting Del is going to attack her. 10 plus 3, that's 13. That's just enough to hit Del. So she's at 5 HP. Okay. Then it's Baran's turn. He's going to see if he can finish off the zombie with his first attack that he's fighting. 11, that's a hit. So it does... he's got 4 plus 2, so that barely puts it to 0. That was 6 damage. So it's got to make a DC 11 Constitution save, so it needs an 8 or better on the die. 5, so it fails. So that zombie's also done. And then with his second attack, Bran's going to hit this guy to try and take it off of Erolith. And that's a nat 20. Boom, let's go. So that's going to be 2d6 plus 2. 5 plus 2, that's 7 damage. Not bad on this zombie. He slashes it and it'll turn and... stop fighting Erolith or stop biting Erolith while he's down for a sec. And then Del is going to make an attack against this zombie to see if it finishes off. That's a hit. So that's 1 plus 2 damage is 3. So it's at 1 HP. And then she's going to use her second attack to do that same thing. Okay, that's a hit. So that's 4 damage. So it drops it to 0. But we'll see. So that's DC 9. So it has to get at least a 6 on this die roll in order to come back up with 1 HP. That's a 5. Wow. So that zombie is out. Okay, it's the zombie's turn. This zombie just turned and will try and smack Barand. That's a miss. It goes wide. So it's the Barand's turn once again. He's going to take 2 attacks against this guy. All right, he's got a plus. Barand has plus 4 to hit. So both of those hit. Very nice. So that's 6 plus 2 is 8. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. So that's 11 damage. Very nice. He's hacking and slashing. Doing these big gouges. He's desperately just hacking at this zombie, trying to get it off of Erolith. And his HP isn't doing too hot either. He has 6. Del has 5. The whole party's not doing great. But let's see if we can finish off this zombie. Del is going to make an attack to finish off this last zombie. It's 13, so that's a hit. We got D6 for damage. 3 plus 2, so that's 5. That's enough to drop to 0. So it needs to, this is DC 10, so it needs to get at least a 7. 14, so that undead fortitude. Del comes in there, hacks off like a big section of the torso of this zombie. It like falters, but then like crawls back up and is trying to get at her. I believe she hadn't taken her second attack yet, so I'll let her take her second attack. 8, that's a hit. That's 2 plus 2 is 4 damage. So we'll see if it fails. That's 9, so it has to get at least a 6 on the roll. That's... What the heck? What the heck? My die fell in a weird place in my die tower. It got stuck. It didn't come out. That's a 4. It fails. It fails. Wow. Okay, so that last zombie is annihilated. Oh, I also need to roll a death save for Erolith. And that's a pass. So that's 3 successes. So Erolith is stabilized with 0 HP, but he's stabilized. So I will clear his successes and failures. He's stabilized. Good heavens. This guy is like the legendary fighter, but he gets his butt handed to him every single fight. Okay, but the party defeated 4 zombies. So that's 200 XP. Let's see, if I do need to look up this rule, because this will be important for how XP is shared. Okay, I'm going to look it up because I'm sure that ChatGPT has the answer and I don't want to look through the books. So, let it pose up in D5E. Do Farming members. Monster XP. Okay, it's split evenly among the party. If NPC allies provide substantial support, they also count as party members. So, there's 200 HP or 200 XP for defeating the 4 zombies, and Erolith is he'll get, so each of them get 66. So I'll do a little XP tracker for these characters. I suspect that they'll become party members, and I will give them maybe full character sheet here soon. XP, so they get, I'll just give them each 66, 66, and 66. So that puts Erolith up to 116. Which I believe is not enough to level up. Yeah, he needs 300 to level up to level 2. Man, that's gonna take forever. Okay, so combat's done. Del and Bran are panting. Erolith is like lying on the ground, groaning. He's got all these scratches and bites all over him. It's a good thing that zombies in D&D don't transmit the zombie plague, because Erolith would be totally screwed if they did. Bran will be like, Del, I'm so glad we found you. What happened? And seeing that like Erolith is stable, his pulse is stable and stuff, Bran will talk to Del, and Del will talk about how, I got separated. I was delivering a message. Del is a messenger. I went to deliver a message when I got ambushed by these zombies, and they trapped me in the tree. I've been up there for like 2 days or something, so she's probably pretty hungry and thirsty. And he's like, oh man, I'm so glad that you survived and stuff. This is my friend Erolith. He saved me from these giant wolf spiders. He's kind of a grumpy elf fellow, but he's very determined, and he has been a great aid. We should take him back to camp so he can rest up there. So they'll kind of carry him back to their little camp. And that's the end of the scene. So I'll do let's go to the little play loop. End of scene bookkeeping. So let's check our mythic threads. So rescue Del from the zombies has been accomplished. So that's, just erase that. I wish I didn't write these ones in pen. Just a better eraser. So I'll just, that one has been cleared out. Although I probably want to keep track of these. Maybe I'll give myself XP for completing these quests, so I can level up a little faster, because it's brutal out here right now. So for completing that, maybe I'll give Erolith another, just to put an even number, I'll put him up to, let's say, 130. 14 XP for that. yeah, chaos factor is definitely at 6 now. They were not in control of that, so chaos factor will be at 6. And it looks like here my son is crying, so he's supposed to be in bed sleeping, but he's just a 1-year-old, so I'm going to see if just giving him a bottle works. But if not, I will come back and end the stream and basically just play the one scene. So just hang out for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, luckily, giving him a little bit of milk worked just fine, so we can keep playing. Operan, search for Dell in spider layer, and that didn't happen, so no XP for that. But I will mark that we gained some XP for that one. Alright, so finished, end of scene. Bookkeeping, chaos factor is at 6 now. So I believe the next scene will be going to camp. So I don't think I need to roll to generate that, it'll just be going to camp. But I will test the chaos factor. Chaos factor is at 6, here it is. So that's less than, it's an interrupt scene. Oh, great. Alright, so interrupt is roll a random event, consider context, roll an event, focus an event meaning. So I imagine that they just run into something on the way to camp, and that's the interrupt scene. So it'll be some sort of force, something. Let's see, event. Random events. Where the heck is this list on the PDF? I can't find it anywhere. Random event, let's open this up. Random event focus table, here we go. So, focus and then meaning. So, the focus is a D100 table. 89. Current context. Okay, so they're still, it's still involved with their trip to the camp. And meaning, fit meaning. Here we go. So I'll roll an action and a descriptor. Oh man. Okay, my son is crying, so I need to go help him. Action is punish. Oh, great. And descriptor is 75. Punish offensively. Okay, I'm gonna go see if milk works again, and then we're gonna figure out what punish offensively means. So punish. Oh dang it. Okay. My son is still crying. I'm going to. Oh, someone is watching. Sorry for the person who's watching. This is not a very good time to join right now. My son is crying, and my wife is not home. So I'm going to bring him in here. And hopefully that doesn't mess up too much stuff. Okay, so I think I'm going to just figure out what this scene is, and then I'll be done for tonight because I need to take care of my son and put him to bed. So I'll just kind of interpret what this scene is, and then we'll be done. So punish offensively. So we're in the middle of the woods. There's zombies around, and someone is getting punished offensively. So I picture like an execution or something. So I'm just going to ask, is it an execution? And I'm going to give it a 50-50 with chaos factor at 6. That's a 19. That's a yes. So there's some sort of execution going on here. Who the heck is being executed? Who is being executed right now? Let's find some roll tables and figure out what the heck is going on. Okay, so I'm in the tables and sheets in the back. Meaning table, descriptor tables. Let's see. So who the heck is getting executed and who is doing the executing? So let's do character identities. $99 under character identities is... Okay, so a wanderer is being executed. And who is doing this executing? 81. A rogue. A rogue is... Okay, so this is like a bandit. Like, a bandit is attacking this guy, but it's not... He's not stealing from him. He's punishing him offensively with an execution. For some reason, this guy... pissed off this bandit rogue dude, and he's gonna kill him now. So let's figure out what are the motivations of this bandit, this rogue character. 95. Success. So somehow this wanderer failed him. Let's learn more about his. Let's roll on character personality for this guy. 99 is wild. Makes sense. He's out in the middle of the woods. What about this wanderer? What's the personality of the wanderer? 34. Disagreeable. Okay, I'm gonna go to the action and descriptor tables again to figure out what this guy did wrong. What the Wanderer did to make the rogue mad. 33 for actions. Destroy. Okay. And 89 is destroy rudely. Let's see what 89 is on action 2 table. 89 is technology. He destroyed technology. Okay, so the rogue had some sort of magic item that this wanderer broke. And it's like a really super precious magic item. And so the rogue is so mad at this wanderer for breaking it that it's not really like a formal execution, he's just gonna knife him in the woods. Erolith, Brand, and Dell are gonna see. I'm just gonna roll for Brand's stealth to see if he can lay low. He's not gonna want to get involved in this. He wants to get the heck out of here. So let's see what. 12 plus. We got pretty good dex. 14. Oh no, he's got +6 in dex. That's an 18. Yeah, so they easily stay hidden, and they watch this thief with a broken magic item just kill this guy. I imagine this Warner's like, please, it wasn't an accident. Except he's disagreeable. That's his opinion. He's like, you're making a big deal about this. It's not that important. We can find another one. And this rogue is like, no, you idiot, you imbecile. That was precious to me. That was essential for our operation. You know how I reward mistakes like this. And he just takes him out, knifes him, and he's dead. And then he leaves. So we'll add this character to our character list. I guess we don't know what his name is. So I'll just put, oh, sorry, bumped the camera. His name is, let's see, Wild Rogue. Nice, buddy. Okay, so we gotta watch out for this guy in the future. Kind of introduced a new character. Characters weren't. I'm just gonna leave the chaos factor at 6. They weren't necessarily in control or out of control, so I'm just gonna leave them at 6 for right now. And they continue on their way to the camp, and let's see if we can. They can make it to camp. So let's test the chaos factor. 8. So yeah, we make it to camp. And I think that's where we'll leave off, and we'll start the next session with Erolith, Brand, and Dell getting to camp. And I'll do all the bookkeeping and that kind of stuff later. So, thanks so much for watching. We've got 3 people live. That's pretty neat. Towards the end. Sorry, guys. But that's, once again, we are 3 for 3 sessions with Erolith dropping to 0 HP during a fight. So, not much of a fighter, I'd say. Not super great. But yeah, that's where we'll leave off. Thanks so much for watching. When is next stream? Is that the comment I just saw? I don't know. I'm in grad school right now, and I'm a dad, so my schedule's pretty sporadic. I've got a goal this year to try 4 views now. That's crazy. To try and get 2 videos out a month. I don't know how many of them will be solo sessions, so it's just kind of whenever I have the time and the desire and stuff. So we'll see. But I don't have any planned stream next. But there will be hopefully a video in the next, probably in about 2 weeks. If I'm doing 2 per month, that'll be once every other week. Thanks for asking. Hopefully that's not too disappointing. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I got a little baby to take care of, so I'm gonna go do that. But until next time, ciao.